potholes everywhere across the city. There is a lot of anger against the government, and now finally there is a deadline that is set. 31st of October. The promise by the Siddaramaiah government is that by the 31st of October, all the potholes across Bengaluru will be filled up. But this comes after a defense being put up by the government, the Deputy Chief Minister D.K. Shivakumar in particular, who time and again went on to say, what's wrong? Every city in the country also has potholes. This was his defense, and he claimed that the issue around potholes, the fact that there's so much anger with people speaking up against the potholes and the infrastructure in Bengaluru, is because of some kind of a conspiracy against the Karnataka government.
I'd like to tell this, all political potholes. All potholes have been created, news has been created. You please come. I'm in Delhi. I'll take to my house. I'll take to the streets. Within 100 meters, there are more than 100 potholes in Delhi itself. You let me go to Mumbai, I'll show you potholes. Let me go to any part of the state, there are potholes. This is a big conspiracy against the Karnataka Congress government. The system what we have created in Karnataka, nowhere in the country any state has done. I have given the responsibility of giving a letter, finding out a pothole to my police officers also. There will be traffic police. Wherever they see the potholes, they will have to identify and write a letter to the corporation. Number one, we have created an app for the public, like you. Wherever you see, you can write to the corporation. I have given responsibility to the common man. Apart from that, my engineers, more than 10,000 potholes we have identified, and all around 50% we have covered. And I have given a deadline to them. Yesterday, my Chief Minister also held a meeting on this issue. Since media is covering up a lot, he has additionally given us about some 750 crores to see that 31st of July, October is the deadline. We will clear it. We know a lot of heavy rains have come and damages are going on. One rain, about more than thousands of potholes will be created in a single day. We know that it is our responsibility. But since Bangalore is making more noise, it is an important city, politics is going on.
Sir, you have allocated some specific budget also only for potholes. If you can please highlight about it, that what is the next roadmap so that this all confusion could be cleared, and what steps, as you have mentioned, along with the budget that are being taken.
See, we have sufficient budget. We don't have any problem, but my Chief Minister, we requested him, we wanted to clear this pothole is this 750 crores what has been there is not only for potholes. We will see that a motorable road is being done. We know the value of Bangalore. We know the value of a small customer who are the citizen. We are there to take care of the citizens.
So D.K. Shivakumar going on to say that we know it is our responsibility. In the same breath, he also goes on to say that there is a conspiracy against the Karnataka government, and that's why the potholes in Bengaluru are highlighted. In fact, this statement from D.K. Shivakumar comes just days after the Congress party had also defended the potholes. Remember, there has been a lot of back and forth. First, it was the Black Buck CEO who said that he will be leaving Bengaluru because the traffic jams and potholes have ensured that the employees have to travel 1.5 hours on one side. In fact, noted industrialists had also spoken up regarding the same, and Mohandas Pai had spoken up against the government. But this, instead of the government acknowledging the problems in Bengaluru, had led to B.V. Srinivas of the Congress party hitting back at Mohandas Pai and instead making a personal statement against him, going on to say that he is making these statements only to score political points. Let's go across to Mr. Mohandas Pai, who's joining us in the morning. Thank you so much for joining us, and a very good morning to you, Mr. Mohandas Pai. You're very, very local about the infrastructure in Bengaluru. You've criticized the government time and again on the potholes. But we just played out the reaction of the Deputy Chief Minister D.K. Shivakumar, who claimed that this was a political conspiracy, and he claimed that those who are criticizing the government are actually trying to score political brownie points.
Well, I think it is bound to happen. Please remember, the people of Bangalore are miserable because of the bad roads and the potholes. They're angry and frustrated and feeling helpless. They started to protest. And I think in Vattur and others, the protest is against the local MLA for not helping them out. And I think that will continue in many places because they're so frustrated. It has to happen. Sadly, our Deputy Chief Minister has made it a political issue with the opposition party. Opposition party will do everything to embarrass the government. But I think we should stop making it a political issue, make it a human issue, make it a citizen issue, and focus on completing the work and doing the work. Yesterday, our Chief Minister took a meeting, I'm told, with all senior officials, and I'm also informed, informally, that the Chief Secretary will be chairing a committee with, senior officials and others to draw up a plan, monitor it, report back, etc., which is very welcome. I think there are a lot of welcome development. Government is taking it more and more seriously because they are going to have an oversight committee, and that's good news because the solution for everything is known. People are ready with solutions. They know what to do, and I think that's very, very good. So there is some development, and politics will enter.
Okay, all right. In fact, if there is a change on the ground, it will be welcomed by people across the city and across the state as well, isn't it? Because Bengaluru has been making headlines for the wrong reasons. But I want to ask you, as you raised your voice on these concerns, and you're a very prominent Bengalurian, you've been very vocal about these issues, but the Congress party has accused you of being silent when the BJP was in power, and they say that you're only criticizing the government because it is the Congress party in power. How would you respond to that?
Look, all of us criticize the government for the last 30 years when things don't go well. When things go well, we praise the government. It's been what we do as citizens of this city. As citizens of the city, we respect the legitimacy of every government elected to power. And we also contribute to their election fund, irrespective of who is in power. For all three political parties, we support them because we want the state to come forward. We want the city to come forward. And for somebody to make such statement is very silly. What we want is progress for the state, for our city. And we want progress for our city, a better quality of life for our citizens. During the last BJP rule, we worked with the Chief Minister Bommai. We went public saying that corruption has increased. We had TV interviews saying corruption has increased during the BJP rule. So we have been equal-handed with everybody. And corruption has gone up in this government much more. And that's the underlying theme. Much of what is happening in Bangalore in terms of potholes, bad roads, is a result of systemic corruption. Because, you obviously have a pothole mafia, which revels in creating potholes, repairing potholes badly, and making sure they reoccur. Today, if you see some of the photos on Twitter of potholes being filled up, they're going to happen again, because what they're doing is very unscientific. They have all kind of people, ill-equipped, putting in some asphalt, putting in some mud, putting in all kind of stuff to say pothole is done in the wrong way. It's going to happen again. That mafia is very strong, because when potholes happen, government release money, the money goes to the same contractors, and everybody share in the spoils. So we have pointed this out, and we want to work with every government to make sure quality of life improves for all citizens, irrespective of the party in power.
Okay, so you're saying it's not about the politics or which party is in power. It's about Bengaluru. It's about brand Bengaluru. We're all citizens of Bengaluru, and we want the city to have good infrastructure. But I also want to ask you, amid this discussion around potholes, the Karnataka Minister Satish Jarkiholi has bought a chopper. The dig that the BJP has taken is that the ministers in the government themselves are fed up of the potholes. They know it's impossible to travel in Bengaluru, which is why they've opted for choppers instead. How would you respond?
It's such a coincidence. I think somebody sent me a message to say that a political leader has got a new helicopter, primarily because he can't go on the roads of Bangalore because of the potholes, and he wants to go from helicopters. Look, whether he buys a new helicopter or anything, let's forget about it, because it's not material at all. I mean, that's irrelevant. It's just a coincidence, possibly, that the news is coming out today when everybody is suffering about potholes. But that's not the point. Karnataka is a very rich state, the richest state in India, richest state in per capita income. So somebody buying a helicopter, even the political leader, even if it's government, I don't think it makes anything except sends a bad message at a time when citizens are in pain.
But, the optics sure do look bad for the Karnataka government at a time when the common man is suffering, when the roads of Bengaluru are in such a condition. then you have a Karnataka minister who is buying a chopper, and that does not bode very well for the Karnataka government, does it? Mr. Mohandas Pai, thank you for joining us on the broadcast and voicing your concerns about the state of Bengaluru, about how the potholes need to be filled up, about how the infrastructure in the city needs to improve. Thank you for joining us.